Hi ladies, it's been a while between chats, and can I just say every week that I don't get to do a live for you, I am thinking of you, and I do apologise for not being in here a little bit more regularly. However, that is going to change. I kind of liken myself to a bit of a turtle, really. You kind of notice I stick my head out and you'll see a little bit of me, and then I pop my head back in my shell. You may have heard me talk about before that I run a workshop called Discover How You're Wired. If ever you participate in that, you'll understand why I'm a bit of a turtle. Doing these Facebook Lives is not the most comfortable thing for me. However, when I stop thinking about myself for just a moment and I start to shift the focus to you, it's so much easier to just be in this space. So I thought I'd get on and just give you a little update, and I hope the sound comes through on this video. Hey Trudy, nice to have you on the call. Can you just tell me, can you hear me okay? The last time I got in here, people said there's no sound, and I'm not quite sure what I did. So, you know, it's springtime, and I had a moment, and I think this is probably one of the reasons why you haven't seen much of me, is because there were certain areas around the house that had gone a little bit crazy. And when I say certain areas, thanks Kerry, I'm talking about just chunks of areas in my home. So my walk-in wardrobe had just somehow become so chaotic that it was really a bit of a burden to me. Every time I'd go in there, I'm like, oh, it's so important I just tidy this up. But I kept saying to myself, I just don't have time for that. Then I'd come into my garage, which is also a converted gym, and I'd be like, oh, we'd come back from camping and still hadn't packed everything away. And then I have this section under my stairs, thrown stuff in. And I didn't realize that these three areas, being as congested and cluttered as they had become, were so impacting my thought process. And so I realized that my little demon almost, you know, is demon the right word? My biggest challenge is when there is clutter around me, I just don't think properly. And so I literally got in there on the weekend. I spent all weekend cleaning out the walk-in wardrobe. And it was something that I said I would do before I started it, but I just didn't complete it. So I spent all weekend, and then last night I was up till midnight and I cleaned under those stairs, and that garage looks amazing. And can I just say, it really has helped me to have an even greater clarity. And so I wanted to just encourage you that if you are like me and you do find that areas of clutter and just stuff is impacting you, then I'm going to encourage you to make some time in the next fortnight to sort that area out. Now, you've seen or heard I have a scheduling tool. In fact, I'm working with my VA right now, and I'm going to make that a downloadable option. So that's something that, you know what, I'm just going to upload it for you girls. If you're in this group, actually, no, that's right. There's a reason why I want you to download it. I want to be able to keep in contact with you. So I will be letting you know when it's a downloadable. And that's not to spam you girls. Like, I just want to keep you in the loop of what I'm doing, because what I'm doing may not be for you personally, but you may know just that one girl who could really do with my support. So I'll let you know when it becomes a downloadable, and if you wouldn't mind popping your email address in there to accept the downloadable, see it as you being able to be connected with everything that I do, so that you can even, maybe there might be a time where you're struggling and you could do with a bit of support, or maybe there's just that girlfriend. And I'm going to do a big shout out for Kay Patterson, who I know will watch this at some point. She is that person. She literally watches everything, reads everything. She's across a lot of platforms, and every now and then, and I know there's one person on here who may want to let herself be known, who is here because of that lady. So please don't think I'm wanting to spam you. That's not the case at all. It's just I'm not the best at getting out there and promoting myself. So it's just easier to utilize you as my audience, to be able to, for you to strategically share what I do with someone who actually will benefit from it. So I'd love to hear from you. What sends you into overwhelm? Because for me, it really is when areas get cluttered and messy. And now that those 3 areas are back in order, I almost feel like that's why I'm back here talking with you today, because I'm making time for that. There's not so much noise up here with just mess and clutter and overwhelm. So I'd love to hear from you. What is it that sends you into a spin? And what are you going to do about it in the next fortnight? Right? So that's your challenge from me today. It's spring. It's normally the time of year where we declutter, downsize, clean things up, freshen stuff up. And I really want to hear what you're going to do and what works for you. Because as we can all get together and just share our ideas, we're helping another girl, right? What's easy for me is not easy for somebody else. So what's easy for you, please don't assume is easy for me or someone else. All right, so please comment below, and I want you to tell me what sends you into a spin and overwhelm, and what do you do about that? And what are the areas that you know that you are strong in, and why are you strong? So good to see you. I'm doing quite a lot of work behind the scenes, and you know, yes, that is my excuse for not being on here. It's not a good enough excuse, because I have formed this group because I really want to offer you some support and encouragement to be able to take back control of different areas of your life. So the more dialogue that goes on in here, the more you're going to draw out of me what it is that we all specifically want some support with. And I'm super excited to share. I am running the next boot camp next month, and I'm changing the name of it. And I'll finish on this, because I didn't realize, hello beautiful Rhonda, I didn't realize that many people thought that the 5-day ultimate coaching boot camp experience was a physical boot camp. Because I live in the world of personal development, that's the industry that I swim in, we're all using the word boot camp. But obviously the people that I'm out to support and encourage don't necessarily resonate with boot camp for mindset training. So I think I've called it the 5-day mindset challenge, right? And so for those who have attended the 1-hour training for 5 days, you would know that is what it was, wasn't it? It was 5 hours, 1 hour a day of mindset training and tools and tips. So I am renaming it, okay? And so if there's anybody that you know that you think would really, really benefit from some tips and tools on how to manage their mindset and, you know, perceive themselves in a more positive light. At the moment, I'm still only going to make the price point $10. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do that, because I'm constantly getting people say, that's way too low, Kelly. And a whole bunch of you that have done it is like, that is just worth so much. For the year, I'm just going to keep it at $10. So share it with a girlfriend, encourage them to come along. And I will do the same deal. If you've done it before and you want to do it again and you bring a girlfriend along, then I'm happy to waive your registration, just as a little thank you to inviting someone that you know really will benefit from it. All right, I'm going to pause there. So nice to see you girls, and yeah, look forward to chatting a little bit more soon. All right, enjoy your evening. Bye.